Creating a PowerPoint deck from scratch used to take hours, but with Microsoft Copilot, it now takes minutes. Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and in this video, I'll show you how to use Copilot in PowerPoint to instantly generate slides, create content, and add visuals with just a few prompts. Let's take a look. There are three main ways you could create a presentation with Copilot. Let's start with the big one, generating a presentation from scratch. When you open PowerPoint, you'll be given the option to create with Copilot. Or if you've already started a blank presentation, you could create a new presentation underneath the Copilot prompt here, or up here on the right-hand side in your taskbar where it says Copilot. Let's begin by creating a new presentation. You'll see that Copilot asks for you to give it a prompt. It could be something super simple, like the solar system. Or you could be more specific in order to give Copilot exactly what it is that you're looking for. Then you just click on Send, and PowerPoint will begin generating an outline for your presentation. In this case, Copilot created 22 slides broken up into sections that should cover exactly what it is I asked for them to create. The next step is selecting Generate Slides. Here, you'll be able to see how Copilot breaks down the content for each one of these 22 slides. Copilot created for us a title slide, agenda, and interactive content pages broken out by sections so that I can easily navigate my way through the content creation. They also created some fun activities and an interactive game prior to finishing the presentation with some fun facts and a conclusion slide. This is an amazing tool, one that I wish existed when I was in school, because instead of staring at a blank canvas, you've got a ready-to-go framework. That being said, you'll likely want to make significant edits before the presentation deck is ready to share with an audience. Luckily, the Copilot Assistant can help you with all of that editing. Let's say I want some additional information about Saturn because I don't feel like the information provided to us in the presentation creation was robust enough. I can just ask Copilot to tell me more information about Saturn, and Copilot provided me with some additional information, some of which they actually took from the document that was already created. But what is most impactful is the information it's pulling from the web, which is then cited here, and I can go to the particular source. Likewise, they're providing me with some additional prompts if I want to know anything more specific about Saturn. And I can then just go ahead and click on this, and it will take me to that website, and I can get more information and automatically pull that into my presentation. Let's say I like the information that Copilot provided within my presentation, but it just doesn't sound exactly right. Another feature is by clicking on this icon here, I can ask Copilot to auto rewrite what has already been written, and it will then change the verbiage for me. I can then go ahead and keep it, regenerate it with additional changes to the verbiage, or revert back to what it previously said. This can save you a lot of time in the editing process. In addition to the new Copilot features, you're still going to have the same editing tools that were previously available to you, allowing you to change the visual design of the template. You'll notice that there is still some room for improvement when it comes to the visuals that Copilot provides. If you want to see some additional design ideas, you can go under the Design section of the toolbar and select Design Suggestions. Here, Copilot will provide you with some additional ideas for how this particular slide can be formatted. If you want to pick one of these, all you need to do is select it, and it will automatically replace your slide with the new format. Likewise, if you want to make design changes to the entire deck, you can also customize things like the background. And once you pick a new solid fill, gradient, or picture, you can apply that to all the slides within your deck. Another option is to have Copilot create a presentation based on a pre-existing document. You'll have to first upload the document to the cloud account associated with your PowerPoint account. In this case, I have a PDF file that was written on accelerating home electrification adoption. This is a great way to get Copilot to create a professional-looking presentation for you based off of work that you've already done, whether it's for education purposes or for professional purposes. Copilot created 36 slides for me based off of the information that was in the uploaded document. One of the great things about this approach, in addition to its ease, is that it actually will take information from that document and create presentation notes for you. In this case, it's discussing what is going to be on today's agenda, but as we dig into the slides, it's actually going to take specific information that Copilot feels is relevant from your document. It will include any sources that might be cited within that document, and not only do you have your presentation outline, you have notes for your presentation as well. Another option is to create a presentation using an existing design template. This is only available if you are part of an organization that has uploaded assets to its server. So if you don't see anything here, you may need to contact the administrator of your organization. However, if you're not part of an organization or there aren't any branded templates available, you could still select some of these pre-existing templates from Microsoft 365. In this example, I want to use my company's branded template to create a training deck that explains cybersecurity best practices for my employees. Copilot created a presentation from my prompt and formatted it using my chosen template. Earlier, we looked at the auto rewrite function, but there's a few others that are worthy of a mention. Here, this is way too wordy on my slide, so let's ask Copilot to condense it for me. Now, I have similar information, but it's way less wordy. But let me go ahead and revert back to the original for a moment. Now, I want to ask them to visualize this information as a list, because maybe that will be more visually appealing. Great! I've taken the data and now I've placed it into a list format, and I'll keep it. Now let's say I received this PowerPoint presentation from somebody else who doesn't know how to use Copilot in order to condense their slides. I don't have time to read 20 plus slides that look like this. So I could select the Copilot icon and ask for help. I'm going to ask Copilot to summarize this entire presentation deck for me. And now I have an easy to understand overview of the presentation deck, along with the sources if I want to go and see where in the presentation Copilot is pulling this information from. This could save you a lot of time if someone sends you a large deck. Here's another game changer for you. Whether you had Copilot create the presentation or you have an existing presentation, you can ask Copilot to generate professional speaker notes for each slide. Now I have professional speaker notes underneath each one of my slides within my presentation. In PowerPoint, every Copilot request, like creating slides or styling content, eats into your monthly AI credit allocation. If you're on Microsoft 365 Personal or Family, you've got 60 credits every month, which for most casual users is plenty. You can also subscribe to Microsoft Copilot Pro if you'd rather skip worrying about limits and enjoy other early AI features. Tell me in the comments what you are using Copilot for. Thanks for watching.